that is being hovered, a champion that can find resets in these fights and really take over against something like an Rolster or a Cassante. Obviously, the possession can do a lot of work.
And there's layers to this because Cuz is one of the best Viegos we've had in the LCK. BDD
dominating the map, finding advantages, punishing where T1 have overstepped. But in the mid to late game, it always felt like T1 might just find the angle to fight it back, regardless of what happened in the early game. Will this finally be the game to buck the trend? Will T1 pull ahead for the first time this series, or KT set to run away with yet another early game?
It feels like this is the draft to do it for T1. There's Renekton, there's Viego, and there is that Rakan. Victor and Yunara might need normally a little bit of time, but this is basically the opposite of last game.
As long as he has his passive
Peter
up,
he's
not too worried. Hex Drake down. BDD waiting in the darkness. Multi-man. The CC layering is there. Doctem on the way in, but he's only level 4. Owner now running for his life. Forced to flash away. Ulti comes out from Faker. He doesn't have a lot of mana left. The Dark Sphere hitting, slowing Faker down. The chase coming through, but they really don't have what they need. Ulti there. His power unleashed. The weak scattered. And first blood for KT.
BDD Syndra finds it, and they do get the first blood. Doctem.
Doran.
Yeah, Syndra's coming.
Doran.
He's just dead.
You only have one piece of CC.
cornered.
Yeah, that doesn't work on him. He's going where he pleases. Doran, I think this might not have been what you wanted. BDD on the way, hoping to get this donated. Doran, I think.
Well, he's stalling.
Barnott might be in the game, but this is certainly a magical journey for Doran as...
Trying for the execute. It's all he can do, but not going to happen.
Much yet. Gumayushi standing on the backside, ready to transcend if he needs to. Doctem going all in to try to stop him from getting his fight. Owner on the way in, looking for the reset to keep the fights going. BDD going over, wants to kill Owner, but Owner lives for an extra second. The stun to turn it back. Owner taking over BDD, but the stun does not connect, and Peter's now running. Cuz locked down in the meantime. Perfect is finally here, but it might not matter. Reset on the ulti from Owner means he gets to back away, but the health bars are low across all of T1 KT. This is an insane gamble. Objective, lower and lower, and Cuz is taking unstoppable for Perfect. Gets a bit more space. Carrier still living. Doctem on the way in, and Guma set the fall. Down goes the AD carry. Doctem on the way out. The TP in. Fish in a barrel, and it's time for KT to start free firing. T1 thought they had the edge, but in the end, it's KT who take the Drake and the play.
Oh, there's the TP. There's the flank.
TP from behind. Flashing forward, Carry's gonna find the knock on the Doctem, but Peter beautifully stopping the initial engage. Doran from behind, though, more than enough to knock down that AD carry. KT running.
Huge TP flank. What? It turns into more.
Peter flash out, reset from Owner. Unstoppable for a moment. Owner setting up for the angle, but he's not going to overcommit. Reset on the ulti. Doran very likely to just have to concede this tower. So KT get the Drake, they get a kill, the redemption now used as well, and it's on Doran to instantly delete this wave. It's working out well so far, but can he keep his life? TP's coming in from the side of T1, but it's just Faker and Guma off to the side. Not too isolated, 5K on the Drake, getting lower. Eyes on Peter, the Rolster to make the play as Faker tries to zone away. KT, it's Peter in the clutch, scatter the fall, but the fall of damage is not there. Exhausted is Faker, and Carrier tries to turn it back, but he's all by his lonesome. Doran cannot get into the back line. KT managed to find the initial kill. It's perfect start to pop off. Guma missing completely. They get the Drake, but it might cost T1 everything.
He flashes into the wall, and that might be the Otacon going over to KT.
Cuz continuing to go where he damn well pleases. T1 forced back. The potential for BDD to line up a multi-man scatter for it to end the fight in a blink of an eye is massive, but once again, it's the flank that they're looking for. But it's Doran caught out. BDD unleashing his power. Cuz using the maximum dosage as KT start to push into Gumayushi. He's ultless. He's helpless. There's nothing he can do. Mundo pushing further and further into T1's back line.
KT are doing it! The stun from BDD.
The Mundo damage.
Owner.
The auto carrier trying to zone. Peter on the way and wants to knock them out of the fight. The objective getting lower and lower, but all of T1 deleted in the blink of an eye. KT take everything.
The three of us. JDG looked like they had them on the ropes, and they found the comeback as the TP comes in.
TP from behind, they want to catch out Perfect. Perfect can try and use Doran as an escape route. Carrier has to be careful, but Pathmaker already used means that Perfect is in trouble. Q3 back through, using Carrier now to escape. Perfect on his way out. It's not the Rex side, but once again, it feels like he's going to escape. All of KT looking to collapse. Eyes on Faker and Doran as Perfect flashes out to safety. That's the ulti used by Guma. KT pulling back, keeping Perfect alive. Doran wants to make the difference. Cuz goes in. T1 making it happen. Guma fails the flash. It stops the fight from going through. Doran getting whittled down. And in the end, and it's Cuz again who refuses to drop. Peter with the CC. I cannot believe it. KT holding on as T1 in the end might finally get to the moon. Now, no!
Who comes out ahead? The scrap Faker trying to chase down the extra kill, but so is Cuz.
KT have baited them into the trap. Peter from the darkness finding Doran, but not the ideal carry as Guma and Faker are still untouched for now. Gravity field to lock them up. Maximum dosage. Cuz getting lower, but still living. The Mundo refusing to die, and Guma Yuchi drops. KT taking it across the finish line. Faker forced back. The bot lane open. The TP there for BDD. KT moving to match point.
The KT Rolster coaster keeps going up and up. We're still not done. KT about to go up match point in the telecom war in the world's final.
A story